Children, like business is started, partnership firm has been started by two or more partners by joining their hands. In the same manner, they can stop doing partnership business also. They can discontinue that business also. That is known as dissolution of partnership firm. So, dissolution of partnership firm means business of the firm is discontinued or closed and the firm is wound up, or it is known as dissolved. When the firm is wound up, when the firm is closed, when the business is completely stopped, finally, it is known as dissolved. It is known as dissolution of partnership firm. When the business comes to an end, when the partnership business comes to an end. As a result, economic relationship amongst the partners also ends. It is different from dissolution of partnership. Remember, children, dissolution of partnership means change in relationship among the partners, but the firm continues. Like we have seen at the time of admission, that is dissolution of partnership. New partnership construct, new partnership form. At the time of retirement and death, again, the new relationship changes, new relationships form. So that is dissolution of partnership. Both are different. According to Section 39 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, what is dissolution? Dissolution of the firm means dissolution of partnership among all the partners in a firm. Among all the partners in a firm. This is what very simple meaning of a dissolution of partnership firm. In such an event, all assets of the firm are realized, means sold. We sold all the assets of the firm and all liabilities are then paid. And if any balance is remaining, dear children, it is paid to the partners in settlement of their accounts. If there is any shortfall in meeting outside liabilities, it is met by the partners from their private assets. Their personal property will be used if business assets are insufficient in paying the debts of the firm. So, how all this part we will do, we will see in the coming topics. Okay. Today we will see some modes of dissolution of a firm, how firm can be dissolved. Okay, dear children. So let us see the modes of firm may be dissolved are these are the following points. Children, these are very important points. First is by mutual agreement. A firm may be dissolved when all partners agree for its dissolution. There are three partners X, Y, Z and X, Y, and Z, and they all are ready. They all agree now. Let us stop this business. So this is mutual agreement. This is one way, one mode of dissolution. There is second way, that is compulsory dissolution. In which condition it can take place? A firm may be compulsorily dissolved when all the partners or all the partners except one become insolvent. What happened when all partners become insolvent and only one partner is left? It will not fulfill the characteristic of partnership. So automatically it will be dissolved. It is compulsory dissolution. Or when the business of firm becomes unlawful by any reason. If the business becomes unlawful, then compulsory dissolution will take place. Then again there is one more mode of dissolution of firm, that is by notice. In case of partnership is at will, it means according to their wish. When the partners want, okay, the firm may be dissolved by any partner giving notice in writing to all the other partners of his intention to dissolve the firm according to section 43. But this will happen only if the partnership is at will. Then the fourth mode of dissolution of firm is on happening of an event. In this case also, a firm may be dissolved in any of the following events if the partnership deed provides. If there is a clause in partnership deeds, then these are the event on their happening, the firm may be dissolved. First, On expiry of the term for which the firm is constituted. Suppose partnership firm is created for a special purpose or so for 2 years. Automatically when the term is over, that partnership will be dissolved. On completion of the venture, suppose any project is taken, to complete the project, partnership is created. When that venture is over, automatically partnership will be dissolved. On death of a partner, suppose there are only two partners in a firm. What will happen if one partner die? Automatically it will happen. And on adjudication of a partner as insolvent, there are only two partners and one partner is declared insolvent. Then also in this condition, a partnership firm may be dissolved. Okay, dear children. And this one was the point which came in previous year question paper, dissolution by court. Court can also interfere. Court can also dissolve the firm. Court may pass order for the dissolution of firm. In which condition? When a partner becomes person of unsound mind. Unsound mind, dear children, means it means when he is not able to take decision properly like normal people can take. Okay, in this condition, court may interrupt, court may interfere and declare the business dissolved. Second condition, a partner becomes permanently incapable of performing his duties as a partner. In this condition also, court can come and dissolve the partnership. Third condition, if a partner is found guilty of misconduct, which is likely to adversely affect the business of the firm. If it is found, then court can interfere and dissolve the firm. Partnership agreement is breached persistently, continuously, regularly by a partner or other partners. In this case also, court can dissolve the firm. Or by any reason, children, if court finds that the dissolution of firm is justified or it is necessary for the society or these type of firm cannot continue in this society, then court can dissolve the firm. And the business of the firm cannot be carried on except at a loss by any reason. There is a no way to continue the business in profit. In this condition also, court can dissolve the firm. So children, these are the modes of dissolution